watching this at night, or you could be watching this in the morning. I don't know. But I'm making myself some breakfast. I've just done my quick everyday makeup look and I've done my hair. I'm still in my PJs, but I'm hungry. So I'm gonna eat before I get dressed, and I'm gonna do a piece of toast, I think, with my homemade tzatziki sauce. I'm gonna put this on top, and then I'm probably gonna put some red pickled onion and capers. Sounds very good. I was thinking about it while I was laying in bed this morning, waking up. I was like half awake, half asleep, and I was thinking, that would be a really good breakfast. I should try that. I was thinking of all the different ways I could use my homemade tzatziki. I told you guys last week that I was gonna try this. I just posted a reel on Instagram of how you make it. So if you're interested in checking out how I made this, you can just check out my Instagram, which is at Carrie Rad, like everything else. And look at that beautiful bread. This is a local bakery. And this type of bread is called miche, like M-I-C-H-E. Give it a little toast to warm it up. It's sort of inspired by a bagel with lox, but no smoked salmon, no bagel, no cream cheese. But the tzatziki with the red pickled onion and the capers on a nice, so good. It's raining. Alex is a doll, and he has just gone to go open the gate for me. I've just arrived into town. I'm gonna go in and get a Valentine's Day card for Alex. That's first on my to-do list. And then we're gonna go to Moore Wilson, which is my favorite grocery store out here. And I'm gonna get a mocha. See a shop that has a bunch of cards right outside of the shop. So I'm gonna look there first. We have secured the Valentine's Day card, and now we're off to Moore Wilson, and I'm gonna get a mocha. I brought my to-go keep cup, which I'm very happy about. I'm only getting a little, like I have a small list. We went grocery shopping pretty much like 3 days ago, but there is a ice cream that I want because we're doing dinner tomorrow night at home. I want more bread, and there's a couple of other things that I have on the list that I want to get that we didn't pick up the other day. So it's gonna be a small grocery list. Let's go. I have secured my mocha. Now I'm walking around Moore Wilson. Let's just say that the vibes were immaculate at the offering. He was listening to oldies and grooving to them, and I was feeling it. It's really starting to pour now. I have my box of groceries, and I'll show you everything that I got when I get home because it's really starting to pour now. Plus, I have like ice cream in there, and I don't want to wait too long and go through each item while it melts in the car. Okay, I am home, and I'll show you guys some of the things that I got. Some more of the delicious local sourdough niche situation. So we're almost out. I got some bagels. It's kind of like a treat. I don't get bagels often. I usually just use delicious bread like this, but I was kind of craving bagels with cream cheese. So I got these everything bagels. Everything bagels are my favorite. And then of course I got cream cheese to go along with that. And then I got some of these cherry tomatoes because ours have not turned red on the vine yet. This, I'm glad I'm showing you guys this now because I need to get this in the fridge pretty soon. I got this for Valentine's Day night dessert. Oh my gosh, this is so good. Duck Island ice cream. There's a shop in Wellington. So if you're ever in Wellington, in New Zealand, go check out Duck Island. I think actually it started in Hamilton, New Zealand, but we always go to the one when we're in Wellington. But this is the first time we have ever tried the salted caramel with cacao crumb. I picked up this. It's premium preservative-free cauliflower pizza crust. We love using this to make super quick, easy dinners at night. And we're having some woofers come to the house, so I wanted to have some stuff that is easy to make, like a lot of food because there will be 4 of us eating dinner. I'll explain more about the woofers later on when I'm finished doing this. Then I got these pickles that I love, like mini pickles, and some passion fruit, 4 of them, so delicious. I got some sesame oil and some ginger. These are both for a recipe that I want to do. It's sort of this like sesame noodle with like soba noodles. It just looks so good. I saw it on Pinterest and I was like, I want to try this. I finally got my hands on some orzo, which I'm very excited about because I want to try this Mediterranean salad with this. My father-in-law had his 70th birthday here in New Zealand not too long ago, and he got it catered. And the caterer made this like orzo, cherry tomato, olive, feta, I don't know, just a bunch of other delicious things in the salad. I loved it and it lasted for a while. Like we took some home as leftovers and it was just so good. So I've been dreaming of that since we had it and I want to make it myself. I'll probably show you guys the recipe. Maybe I'll make that tomorrow in this video. So definitely check that out because oh my gosh, it was so good. I got some cream because I think Alex is gonna use this in our carbonara recipe that he's doing tomorrow night. He doesn't always use cream, but it's really good with cream in it. And so I picked up some cream in case he wants to use that. I've decided I'm going to make the orzo salad today. I'm gonna have some salmon for dinner and that salad sounds so good with the salmon and it keeps for the week. I'm a little bit sad because I was supposed to get red bell pepper and I forgot, but we have a couple of orange bell peppers that are growing in the garden and I picked them way too early because I wanted bell pepper in the salad so badly. I kind of feel bad, but I needed to add some bell pepper in there. Okay, so I grabbed some olives, some of this pepper from the garden as well. I'm gonna give a little kick to it. These cherry tomatoes. Time to strain the orzo. I think I made a little bit too much, but that's okay because I can use it for more salads. This is delicious. I've been wanting to make this ever since I tried it. And a couple things that I would do differently next time though. I'd let the orzo cool off a little bit more before I mix it into the salad. I'm also going to add lemon to this as soon as I go get lemons. There's a huge lemon tree nearby. That's where I normally get my lemons. So I don't have any right now and it's pouring rain, but later on today, when the rain goes away, I'll probably walk over, get some lemon and add it to the leftovers because lemon in this would be amazing. And just look at it. I mean, it's super good, fresh and delicious. I don't think I would put balsamic in it next time. I didn't put a ton in here, so it's not a big deal. I just don't like that it turns it like a darker color. I really liked that it was super light when the caterer made it. So she probably only used like olive oil, salt, and pepper on it. So good. Putting on my raincoat for the second time today. The first time I put it on was to feed the chickens this morning. I'm going to run out and grab some firewood from the garage right here. I need some kindling because we don't have any kindling or firewood in the house right now because it's summer here, but we are currently getting like the tail end of a tropical storm. It's happening primarily in the north of the North Island and we're in the south of the North Island, but we are getting some of it, so it's windy and rainy. All the animals are taking shelter and I'm gonna go out and bear the rain a little bit so that we can warm up the house. some banana bread. It is a favorite in this household. It has been requested by Alex for me to make it for like the last week, probably 2 weeks he's been mentioning it, and I've just been like, oh yeah, I will. And I keep pushing it, postponing banana making. And today is the absolute perfect day to do so because it's raining outside. We're just staying in today, getting some work done, having the fire going. I have some candles lit. It's really quite cozy in the house right now. And there's nothing I enjoy more than baking when it's raining out with the fire going and some candles lit. Like, that is one of my favorite experiences in life. So I'm going to actually clean up the kitchen a little bit because I love a good baking moment when the kitchen is clean.
Hello, Carrie's vlog. I am taking the camera and taking you outside into the cyclone. So we have a pond and it gets very full during these big rain events. And I probably should have done this before it really started raining, but there is essentially a plug on the pond that you can pull. And I'm gonna go see if I can do that because the water is getting up very high. Yeah, the pond is super full. There's a bridge over there which is pretty much underwater. The island is flooded, and there's no way I'm gonna be able to get in there. This is just flooding over the top. Shit. Oh my God. At this point, it wouldn't even have mattered. There's so much water coming down here. So I can't get in there and pull the plug on that. That's really moving. That is the road, and the stream is flooding over the top of the road. Wow.
Alex just returned from being outside and checking on the water situation and has essentially said that yes, the pond is overflowing. The road is pretty much completely underwater. But the good thing is our house is elevated from all of these things, so there's no water near the home. So whenever there's a big storm like this, a cyclone or a tropical storm of some sort, our house is really protected from that, from any type of flooding in the actual house itself. Around on the land, yes, the pond will flood, and we have a release that Alex tried to release, but it's just so far down right now that we can't. But it's kind of just working with everything else around us. The good thing is that the pond turns into a creek, so that creek is there to help release the water. Floodings, earthquakes, natural disasters like this can be devastating, and there's a lot of them going around in the world right now. The earthquake in Turkey is devastating, and there has been some serious flooding in Auckland, here in the country we live in. And so I'm sending out so much love to anyone that has been affected by these natural disasters, or anyone that has been affected by natural disasters in general. There is not much that we can control when it comes to Mother Nature coming out in full force like this. So I'm hoping that you can stay as safe as possible, and I'm sending my love out to any of you that has been affected or knows anybody that has been. This is what I call the one bowl chocolate chip banana bread. You can do it all quick and easy in one bowl. I have my handy dandy little recipe book that I keep here in the kitchen, and I've got my recipe here. Time to get out the ingredients. 1/3 cup of butter. 2 eggs. I was 2 seconds away from putting milk replacer in the banana bread. I really noticed when I saw this little blue cap, because that's what I use to measure the lamb milk replacer. I would have noticed right when I smelled it though and opened it, but okay, we need all-purpose flour, not lamb milk replacer. Oh my goodness. 1.5 cups of all-purpose flour. 1 teaspoon of vanilla. This is a half measurement, so we need 2 of those. 1 teaspoon of baking soda. Salt to taste, I do about 1 teaspoon as well. For a little extra moisture, I like to do a spoonful of full-fat yogurt and I drizzle a little bit of olive oil. And the best part, chocolate chips, about a cup. There she is. I already have the oven preheated to 175 Celsius, which is 350-ish Fahrenheit. So 176-ish, 350 degrees. 350 degrees Fahrenheit and around 176 degrees Celsius. I'm still learning. Living in another country where they use Celsius. It'll never be easy. If you're upset that banana bread seems like the only thing that I bake and I've baked it before in a previous vlog and you're tired of seeing it, then you're gonna need to take it up with my husband because it is the one thing that he requests from me all of the time. And I like to bake so that people eating it are enjoying it. So if he likes the banana bread and he'll eat it and he's happy, especially on Valentine's Day, I'm gonna cook him the banana bread, even though I've made it a million times. Take it up with him. Brick. We have a problem. I put it in the oven really quickly and then my brain said, you did not put the half cup of sugar in there. And my brain was correct. So I'm just doing a quick, okay, that's not a half cup. So I've poured the mixture back into the bowl. I have a half cup of sugar. I'm gonna mix it in and then I'm gonna put it back in the bread pan. Sugar is crucial though. We gotta have it. It's gotta be sweet, guys. With that, a little bit of olive oil in the pan to make it non-stick. I just use my hands to spread it out and around over here. And then we're gonna pour this back in, sugar included. A lot has happened since that last clip. That tropical storm that I was talking about earlier on turned into a severe cyclone for New Zealand. And not only did it flood Auckland, and a prior cyclone flooded Auckland, but this new cyclone, Cyclone Gabriel, devastated tons of regions all over New Zealand. Hawke's Bay got it really bad. You guys saw in my video earlier the extent of what we felt here. We don't have any damage here at the homestead, and that was probably the worst for us that day that you saw Alex go out and go down to the creek and the road. Everything's cleared up now for us in terms of any type of flooding, but that's not the case for a lot of people all over New Zealand. So I'm gonna find some links for donation, help, any like relief funds that I can find. I shared one on Instagram and I'll link it in my bio if anybody's interested in helping out. But I'm sure a lot of you guys have seen it on the news because it made national news. A lot of people were reaching out. And on top of that, we had an earthquake here. We were pretty much really close by the center of the earthquake. It was Wellington region, and it was a serious jolt. I mentioned earlier that we had woofers here, and we were all sitting at the table for dinner, and all of a sudden it just was like, and I just saw Alex and the two woofers just, we all ran outside and just make sure that there wasn't like another earthquake afterwards. And we stood out there for a little bit, but it was definitely scary. We definitely felt it. It gave us a big jolt, but again, no damage there. Like I mentioned earlier in the vlog, there's not much we can do to control it, but there is a lot that we can do afterwards to help be there for each other, to donate, to support, and yeah, to just talk about it and be there for people. I told you all earlier in the vlog that I would update you about our woofers. If you don't know what woofers are, they are people that come and stay at your farm or homestead, your plot of land, to help work outside on the land. You give them accommodation and food, and you get to hang out with some cool travelers. Our neighbors have been doing it for months and recommended it to us, and we've met a lot of their travelers from all over the world, and it's been really cool. So we decided to do it ourselves, and so we have a couple here, and they have been awesome, and we've been getting a lot of work done in the garden. And it's been really cool to have help and to meet them and get to know them. And then I wanted to also update you guys on the pets. Everyone's great. I never had to call the vet back for Ramsey because he ended up just going uphill from that day. And I think the electrolytes and just a little bit of care and love brought him back to his happy self. They just had to kind of take shelter, and there's been rain and stuff, so they're all just like grazing, and they're happy to be like, there's like mud on them, and like, you know, it's been a crazy like rainstorm. So other than that, they're all doing well. Penny is doing great as well. The vet came and looked at her, confirmed that she's older as we thought. She said over 20, could be about 30. And so that just confirmed how old we thought she was. She's an older lady, and her front hooves are looking great. When the farrier came over, they were able to do the front, but her back still need to get done, as I mentioned, and the vet recommended a relaxer for her the next time the farrier comes. So that kind of sorts that out for us. She recommended that that would be the best thing. I think that is it for the updates I have for you all at the end of this vlog. It had been several days and so much has happened this week that I had a different outro before, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna refilm it and let them know what's going on current time, because just so much has happened since that last clip, and it just didn't seem right to not talk about what had happened over those last several days. So I hope that you are all well. I'm going to pop into town right now for an appointment and then come back, edit this into my vlog, and get it up for you guys in just a couple of days. I hope that you're all enjoying these vlogs right now. This is definitely going to be a longer one, and I hope that you like that. And if you do, please let me know in the comments. Give this video a thumbs up. It lets me know to keep creating content for you guys, and I will see you very soon in a new one. Thanks for watching. Bye.